aren't there? Don't be shy. Go talk to a few and give it a go. You never know your luck. Now, I need to mingle. Talk to you later, he quipped. At this rate, nothing's going to happen, thought Arne. He put the empty glass down and looked for something else to drink. As he did this, he noticed a blonde who was looking right at him. Hi, she said. You must be Arne, right? Emma was telling me about you. Yes, spot on, replied Arne, smiling as he approached the blonde. She was wearing a nice pink silk top, a very short leather skirt, and black stockings. Emma told me that you'd helped her put up the curtains. You're pretty clever, I understand. It's not so easy to handle a long pole, is it? The blonde flicked her hair back and licked her lips. It's okay, if you have a bit of help, Arne smiled mischievously. You need to be two to do it, don't you? That's what I say. I'm Belinda, she said, introducing herself, standing closer to him. Belinda had quite a lot of makeup on, perhaps a bit too much. She'd used quite a lot of blusher on her cheekbones. Her lips were a dramatic shade of red, drawing attention to her unusually wide mouth. From where Arne stood, her nose was pretty big too, but she was still attractive. Even though her silk blouse hung in folds from her broad shoulders, Arne had to admit that her breasts were no larger than a couple of bite-sized Norwegian Christmas coconut macarons, and just as pointed. You're a nice guy, she cooed. It's a bit boring standing here. You know the house, don't you? Feel like showing me around? Sure, no problem, Arne replied, putting his arm around her waist, leading her up the stairs to the second floor. There are a lot of exciting rooms in the house. Oh, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you? Said Belinda, flirting. It needs to be somewhere where we won't be disturbed. Exactly what I was thinking, said Arne, and led Belinda along a tiny corridor to a tiny room hidden away at the back of the house. It was used to store tools and painting equipment. No one will find us here. Only Fritz and I know about this room. As soon as Arne had closed the door, Belinda threw herself at him, pressing her full mouth against him, kissing him, letting her tongue slip into his mouth between his lips. Her hands found his crotch, and she took a firm hold of his throbbing penis. Feels great, she murmured, kissing Arne, her tongue deep in his mouth. Never one to look a gift horse in the mouth, Arne looked for an opening to her top while he pressed Belinda against the table where, with one sweeping gesture, she sent rolls and rolls of wallpaper crashing to the ground. Stop mucking around, laughed Belinda. Just undo the zipper. Within an instant, Arne's hands were inside her top, fondling Belinda's small pert breasts. He caressed them as best he could, although there wasn't much to fondle. It was the first time he'd ever laid his hands on such small, pointy breasts. Oh, Belinda chuckled. You've done this before, you naughty boy, she said, while her fingers started to undo his zipper, pulling it down in one harsh movement. She put her hand inside his trousers. Belinda's fingers were soon wrapped around Arne's stiff dick. She started French kissing him again, while gently tugging at his dick. Suddenly, Belinda slid down his chest, got down on her knee, and fondled his dick, gazing at it. It's so beautiful, she snickered. Little Belinda's going to take you on a trip of a lifetime, she could.